everyone, welcome to another episode of the QubicaAMF Tech Tip Podcast. This is a weekly podcast where we take you on a journey through the fascinating world of bowling technology and beyond. As always, I'm your host, Orly, and today we have a special guest, and he's actually a returning guest, Mike Randesi. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me today.
First things first, Mike, can you give everyone your title with the company and, what you do?
So my name is Mike Randesi. I am one of the technical support managers. I have been with the company since 1999, and I've been in many areas of the company. Currently, like I say, tech support manager. Know my way around this building, been around the industry forever. It's been a long time for me.
All right. So, Mike, today we have something kind of exciting to talk about. So there is a new chat feature available. Is this correct?
This is correct. We just recently added a chat feature to our website. It's another way for you guys to get a hold of tech support.
Yeah. So I guess first things first, since it's new, and I was going to ask you a few questions because I don't know too much about it yet. And I know these are probably the same questions that others will have. First things first, is this for everyone or is this something, somebody has to pay a little more for, or how's that work?
There's no extra fee for this. It's the regular, we use the same thing we do with tech support. If you've got coverage with us, chat is still associated with that. And currently it geolocates to just North America, but we are looking at expanding that across the world.
Okay. And as far as hours, is there certain hours of the day that this is available?
Currently Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. That's another thing that we're looking at expanding in the future as we get this even further implemented.
Okay. And where do they go to find this feature?
To find this, go to our main webpage, QubicaAMF.com, click on support at the top, and scroll down just a little bit and you'll see a chat with us button. When you click on that, it takes you to our technical resources page. If you don't already have a login for that, go ahead and create one. And once you get logged in there, you'll see our technical resources. It's got all our manuals, a bunch of how-to videos, a lot of other great documentation for all of our products. And in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see the icon for the chat widget. If you click on that, it allows you to chat with us.
All right. And I know for me, sometimes you would think that I like to talk all the time. I actually kind of do. But, every once in a while I'm just, I don't want to be on the phone. That's definitely an advantage, of being able to use the chat. What are some other advantages that you see from chat over like making a phone call?
There's a few big reasons we could think of for using this in a bowling center. The number one, it's loud in a bowling center sometimes.
Yeah.
There'll be nights when you have loud music going because you got a party atmosphere going on. You might be down behind the machines trying to look at some parts and find a part number or figure out how something goes together. It could just be that you're the only person there. You've got people interrupting you every once in a while, so it's easier to just chat one line, put it down for a couple seconds, go help the customer, come back 30 seconds later and chat us the next line. Texting is kind of what a lot of people do. It feels just like texting.
Yeah, and like you said, when I was in a center, if you're on the phone and you're holding the phone to your ear, the customer, you don't want to put it down because you're like, oh man, if they happen to answer when I don't have the phone in my ear, I'm going to be in line again. So, but again, that's not always the best look when you have a customer and you're talking to them and you have your phone on your ear. So that alone is a big deal. You're able to just kind of peek back like, oh, did they write me back yet? So yeah, that's a great thing. And then I know one thing I was wondering is, every once in a while, I'll do like support with a company and they say like, okay, here's another way you could go look at this. And they'll tell me where to go find the link. But by the time I'm off the phone, I'm like, oh man, where did they say to go to get that? Are you able to send like a link to the customers if you have an article on something that they're working on?
Yes, we can. We can send you a link directly through there. You'll be able to click on the link and open up the documentation straight from there.
Okay. And can they send photos back to you? Like if you're like, hey, what's your screen look like right now? And they want to send you a photo. Can they do that?
Yeah, you could take a picture straight from your phone and drop it straight into the chat and send it to us. If you wanted to take a short video of, hey, my machine is doing this and I don't think it's supposed to do that, you could do that. It'll come straight through the chat. We'll be able to watch that video in real time and see what your machines are doing and help you out with it right then and there.
All right. Yeah, no, this seems like a big deal, Anything else that you want to add before I let you go today?
It's very, very new. So if there's any feedback, we do welcome it. You can either send the feedback through the chat or email us. Our email address is techs@qamf.net, or just call us on the regular number that you call us on normally.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on and talk about that because like I said, I think it's a big deal for people, especially like you had mentioned, it's loud in the center and this is going to be much easier. And, again, you guys are still there by phone, but yeah, it's just another option for someone to get in if they don't have the time to be on the phone. So yeah, I think that's exciting. I use chat feature all the time when it comes to companies when I'm trying to figured out. And it seems like it's pretty easy to find. That's sometimes what I have trouble with some companies is trying to find the chat feature. Sometimes I'm like, I think they hide it so they don't have to deal with me. But it seems like it's super easy to get there. I think it's going to be a big deal. So again, Mike, thank you for coming on the show. And listeners, if you're new to the show, make sure you're going back and listen to past shows if you haven't had the chance to listen. There's so much information out there that we're able to help you with when it comes to just, maybe some tech support issues or just some of the equipment that you have, some common issues that you might have. So yeah, so much information. Listen to those old shows. Tell your friends about the shows, your owner, your managers, your staff, whoever it might be that you think could get some help from these shows. We appreciate the listens on the shows and the spreading of the word. So again, Mike, thank you for coming on the show, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to the next one.